Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and JoJo. Edit source for the picture? Is that what you mean? I've kind of already talked about. I read it because I watched it. But specifically, JoJo's Part 1 is my favorite part. How do I do that? Do I have to blast speed-wise? That I've read so far, I've read the first 4 parts. They really did a disservice in the anime, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Okay, you can't jump to that like the other one. Ooh, I did it. Gotcha, thank you. But yeah, Joseph's been quality, and then I don't think I have anything for Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball manga is, oh yeah, I guess Dragon Ball manga is like very much worth reading, even if you have or haven't watched the show. It's one of the like most kinetic manga I've ever read. Like, I always describe that manga as like, it feels like wind is like, no, they gave me one, they gave me an extra one because I had a bunch of points when I beat Advanced. At the end of Advanced, they said I got another one. I assume it's a point threshold, I don't know how much, but... It feels like, when the pages you turn in the panels, it feels like there's like wind hitting you, like off the page, because of how brisk and kinetic it's drawn. It's incredible. And Dragon Ball is just an amazing story too. I'm actually collecting those right now, though if you've seen any of my pickups, you would know. And then Sailor Moon is notable because, like I said, it's very different. The anime and the manga are very different. Like the arms and legs of both are the same. Or no, like the torso is like the same, the body of it. But the head and then the arms and the legs, like pretty much everything else is, I know this is doable. I'm kind of just flailing on this little hump right here. It's because of the camera, like, it takes a minute to turn with this head, and if I push up, I'm gonna fall off, you know. I'll have to micro adjust. But while I do that, I lose speed. And I'm off center. It's always following his, whoever dude's facing. The last arc in the manga is very different from the anime, and it's one of, if not the best arcs I've ever read in anything. It's insanely good. Dang. That's kind of why I meant like I was spoiled when I went to the anime, because I finished the manga before I finished the anime, and the anime's last season is lackluster at best. Unfortunately, they didn't want to get too dark with it like the manga did, which I can kind of understand, but I wish they took more liberties. I guess they did take plenty of liberties, but I don't know, it didn't really hit for me like some of the other anime series did. But those three are kind of given, and then Pokemon and Zelda are kind of hand in hand. Pokemon Adventures. Like I said, I was into Pokemon in 2016, including the manga, and the manga is actually my favorite manga ever. At least that I've read so far. It's kind of funny. It's like, it's what people ask for. When you see a lot of like adults that are kind of disillusioned with Pokemon now. Or like a lot of Pokemon anime haters. Actually, maybe not. People don't like the Pokemon anime because it's not like the games. And then, Pokemon Adventures is, sometimes it's very dark, it's very emotional, it's awesome, it's near perfect. It does kind of fall off after a while, unfortunately. I'll be right back, I got a call.
Thanks for playing.
Okay, I'm back. Pokemon Manga tomes with Snorlax in it? I don't think I know that. Is it like, did they include a plush? Is the tomes like a collection? I've heard that word before, but not often. I'm buying the collector's editions right now, which are like 3-in-1s or something like that. But, it's like, that manga is like so good, and that's why I think the anime hate is so stupid, and I don't think they needed to make the anime more like gotcha. I don't think they needed to make the anime more like the games. Like I think it's completely fine for each series within this property and each medium to have their own identity. I don't think they need to be one-to-one with the games, because you literally have the games, just play the games. Like, I don't understand that. But the manga is very different, and it's amazing. They do so much with what they have with the source material, and they make it its own, and it just blossoms into something really beautiful. Yellow and Emerald are my favorite, like, arcs, I suppose. I found out recently that people, like, absolutely hate Emerald, which is just mind-blowing to me. It's like the perfect ending to everything to that point. And Emerald's, like, my favorite character. He's so funny. Oops. But like after that, Diamond and Pearl is good. Like the first like half of it is like super boring and nothing's really happening, but the second half is like it really heats up and it's really good. And Black and White unfortunately was like very okay. And then I took like one page at X and Y and I was like, I'm not feeling this, and I haven't been back to it since. Once I get all of the collector's editions, I'll eventually read past that. And also, I kind of want to play the games, because I think not playing Gen 5 in any capacity kind of was part of the reason it kind of took me out, I would think. What character? Emerald? People will hate Emerald. Have you read Pokemon Adventures, Kyo? That's kind of what I mean, like they created original characters, like all the characters are named after the games they're in, so like even though the guy protag in Gen 3 is named Brendan canonically in the games, he's just named Ruby in Pokemon Adventures. They kind of continued the trend from Gen 1 and Gen 2, where the main characters are named after the games. Like, you know how like Red and Blue and then Gold and Silver, and then after that they give them their own names. But the manga continued that, and then because there was no like Green is a character in the books. It's the female protag that she eventually turns into the female protag from Leaf Green, but there was an original character from the manga. And then she gets a redesign to match the remake, which is very cool. And like we have Yellow as a character, Emerald. It's sweet. It's amazing. If you like Pokemon, you would love it. But yeah, over time, I have similar feelings for the anime, but for me, it's like I don't like how they kind of homogenizes it. What I like about the first season of the anime, it's so kooky and off the wall and like just random. Whereas the later seasons, they try to get more, I wouldn't say sterile, but more formulaic and more closer to the source material, and I didn't really need that, honestly. I mean, I guess that's a win for if you're like an animator, but like, there's like, for example, there's like an episode in one of the Johto seasons where there's that, in Gen 2, there's that side quest where you and Lance like bust up Team Rocket hideout, and they did that with Ash and Lance on the Lake of Rage, and it was cool. It was cool to see something like that in the show, but it never gets followed up upon. It's just kind of random in there. But starting with like Advanced in Gen 3, it's much more like there's Team Aqua and Magma's events from the games that are in the anime, and for me it's just not as cool because we've seen it before, and it's not really treading any new water, and B, I don't, because of the anime and how it's set up, I don't think it fits as well as like a focused story like the games are. What else we got here? I think that's almost it. Oh, Dr. Slump. I read that after Dragon Ball. Obviously, Akira Toriyama's first big hit. It's amazing. It's a ton of fun. It's hilarious. I read that in high school. That was a great time. Through and through, that's a good book. Main Abyss. I was gonna say I've been reading it recently, but it's been quite a while since That's a really good story. It kind of fell off because the mangas weren't translated past the 10th volume. I still vaguely remember everything, so I'd like to just jump right back in. In the meantime, season 2 came out and pretty much adapted everything that I've read. I haven't watched that yet. I'd like to get back to that since the mangas are out. And then my local library, which I read it through, they haven't gotten the new volumes either, so I haven't been able to catch up. And then the the platform that had subscription, like Manga or whatever, that had them, went down for a bit because they got sold. And I was kind of just waiting for them to make a new site, etc., etc. But I'll get back to it since it's, Ranma 1/2, like I said, that was another one I heard was influential. Rumiko Takahashi has like a ton of super big series. I started with that one because I still wanted something kind of action-based since I was used to that. It was also very much comedy and romance, so it was kind of a mixing of genres that I was somewhat familiar with or comfortable with at first. I didn't want to go full in on Inuyasha. I wanted like a mix of things, so I plan to start our other series after, but that manga's legendary for like the first 2/5 of it. It's like incredible, but it kind of meanders a bit. There's the later stages of it, but it ends pretty nicely, so it's all good. Like that first like 2/5 were like something I very much connected with. Full Metal Alchemist. That's another one where it was notable, and I decided to okay, you can change that with the A button, the mini map. I decided to read it first because it's got 2 anime adaptations, and I wanted to get the source before I get into the adaptations because there's 2 like, significantly different versions of it. I haven't watched the animes yet, but the manga was really good. It's not like I know some people call that like the best anime ever, like the best, anime manga ever. And for me, it wasn't. It was good, but it's like conventionally good, if that makes sense. Like it was very solid, and I wouldn't say safe, but like I guess there's more to think and talk about with a disaster or something that was rushed or something like that. I don't know. This like shifting ground is really messing with me. Something that was rushed or something like that, or missed potential or something like that. But like it ended, you know, how you would expect, and everything was wrapped up very nicely, and I guess it didn't really leave the impact I thought it would, I guess. But it's very good. I just like I would say like the only reason it's up here is because I haven't finished anything else besides these, I think. Anything that I would put above it in terms of just raw quality. I guess that's